Bloodborne is easily my favorite game created by From Software, a series in the past decade that has been obtaining excellence with nearly every title they make. It might be the fully realized gothic setting that without a high amount of insight creates the illusion that it could span on forever, or the combat that feels both fast-paced and contextualizes being a hunter, or the sense of discovering what this game has in store. It's an absolute masterpiece in my eyes, and from what I've heard from other people, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. But there's a problem with Bloodborne. A flaw that seeps its way into all the games we love. That being, you can never experience it that first time again. That wonderful, mistake-ridden, brutal first attempt has been conquered. You have pulled the curtain and now comprehend the horrors of Bloodborne. And it would take something magical to capture it again. We may have left Yharnam, but it seems Yharnam has not left us.
Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
The Bloodborne demake, or Bloodborne PSX, is fantastic, and if you're a fan of the original, I totally recommend downloading it and giving it a shot. I've left a link in the description if you're interested. I wanted to make this quick Macho recommendation because while I did cover the original one, I think the kind hunters who have created this deserve a tremendous amount of credit for the countless months, if not years, to develop this, bringing it to fans for free. That act right there deserves a fine rating in my book. So this video will be focused on highlighting what makes this creation awesome in its own right. If that doesn't sound like your thing, I totally get it, and I'll see you in the next one. But for those brave hunters still here, my name here on YouTube is Pollymacho, and I would like to welcome you to this Macho recommendation. So some of you might be wondering what a demake is. You know about remastering, right? Where you take an older video game and bring it to modern consoles, adding quality of life adjustments like enhanced graphics, a higher frame rate, and even additional content to give something new to longtime fans. Yeah, it's like that, but you're doing the opposite. You're taking a modern video game and converting it into a style from an earlier era, stripping away years worth of additions, getting it as close to that period as possible. While it does run on the PC, Bloodborne PSX is going for a style fitting the PlayStation 1. Of course, there's no way I could see someone going into the marketing side of games saying, you know that best-selling video game for the PlayStation 4? Yeah, let's take that and make it run on the PS1. But as fans who are just playing around and having fun, that sounds super sick. Presentation-wise, this is superb. The more compressed sound effects and the music feel authentic to this hardware era. And I love even the small touches, like having the reflection of the TV in the upper left corner of the screen, and you can also tweak the graphics settings to nail whatever feel of the PlayStation 1 you're going for. And what I find extremely impressive is even with the limitations the team were up against, they still made the combat nearly identical to the original. The rally system is still here, your character can dodge and lock onto enemies, you can even make a visceral attack on opponents by catching them off guard. They even found a way to work trick weapons in, using a menu instead of a button press. What made combat great in Bloodborne is still here, but what makes this game even more perfect for any fan is the gameplay. So this game lasts for about 5 to 6 hours depending on your skill level and if you know what you're doing. Because this isn't the official game, the team has taken the opportunity to make their own additions to this version and make decisions that actively mess with you. For example, if you've played Bloodborne as much as I have, you probably remember the route from Central Yharnam to the Cleric Beast by heart, and the path to Father Gascoigne. Because the game is in PS1 style, those sections are met by loading screens taking you from one area to another. But the interesting part is how there are new additions to what you remember. There might be a ladder that you have to unlock by going a different route, or there's a new place to jump for an item. It actively messes with you, changing the map with new additions and shortcuts, which recaptures that feeling of a first playthrough, discovering the streets all over again. Some parts seem like someone was chuckling as they worked on them, capturing that cheeky comedy From Software finds a way to slip in. Then there's some new stuff, like expanding the sewers to be their own section. There are plenty of other shortcuts throughout Yharnam, There are even new enemies and ways that fit very well with the game. And even an entirely new boss and ending that I don't want to spoil for you here. The only thing I will say about it is that I really dig it, and now I wish that boss was in the original. But not everything is perfect, so let's go over some stuff as a heads up before playing. Like the original Bloodborne, you're gonna go through blood vials like paper towels. If you keep getting destroyed like me, I hope you're ready to do some blood echo grinding. Though what is nice is that because it's in an earlier time, you have to manually save your game, and you can back up that save with all of your items, then reload when you die. The difficulty is still intact, which can be a turnoff for some, and while it might be silly to mention, I think it's important to state that you're playing Bloodborne without a lot of its refinements. If you're not on board with going through menus to equip keys to your quick item bar to unlock doors, this might not be your jam. Those are all the negatives I can think of during my playthrough. This is a subjective topic, but keep that stuff in mind and decide for yourself what you think. Before I end this video, there's something I want to mention that I think is really cool, and that's how those who worked on this project are still improving it. The main creative head for the project, Lilith Walther, has been posting updates on her YouTube channel for the game, adding stuff like cheat codes and split-screen local co-op, even making Bloodborne Kart, where you burn rubber on the Yharnam streets looking to be number 1. One of the tracks is called the Thumerian Cup. It is the best joke! And that passion for a game is just so lovely to see, especially when game development is seeming more corporate and games are created by committee. It's incredible to see people making something just for the love of it and sharing it with people. That's amazing. And that's why I'm recommending Bloodborne PSX. Bloodborne PSX captures the magic of playing for the first time, and if you play it, I hope you have a wonderful time. My name here on YouTube is Pollymacho, and if you want to see more of my future recommendations or other videos I make, I would be honored if you would subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.